All right, welcome
Exactly.
back to the Bunsen Burner podcast. We're back with Fred and Dan. They've been away, um, but they're back, and your boy never left, except for last week. But you don't know that. But yeah, in that time, a lot has happened. Bathory interview, Precipice
True.
reissue.
It's
True
here.
again.
Um, Couple things
The
happened
Gar-
this
the
week.
Garza collab.
Yeah, the all the shows that we went to. Fred has what, an hour, 30 minutes of pickups to go through, no breath, or single breath, and then I think that's about it. Other than that, just back to the routine now.
Well, did you like my nickname? I kind of went off of yours, the Mexican gore grind thing.
Yeah, so I'll go over the nicknames. Fred
Please do.
is Paul like lullaby. Not true. We got oxidized glazer.
Right?
And then I got paracocophagalistic espialidocious.
So
Yeah, I've been on the Mexican gore grind a bit too in the past over the weekend.
Yeah, I want to do something on that eventually. It's like a lot of those bands are really good. I saw you just uploaded.
Obsceno, yeah.
Yeah. And
Can't upload those. You can't upload the album art because they'll probably get us flagged for something.
Yeah. Hopefully the split we're able to just get the fat lady art.
No, that's too inappropriate. I might have to just do the Throb of Offal art.
That's good
Like a
art
big
anyway.
fat lady getting her. I don't even want to say it.
They got it on.
Yeah. Woo-wee! Yeah, even in that band picture that I uploaded, it said like something like pedophile gore grind. I'm like, I can't upload that. I'm like, I can't. It said it in Spanish. It's like I still couldn't upload it. I like didn't upload the song titles or anything.
Algorithm knows all languages.
yeah, no kidding.
I tried to look into a Mexican gore grind. It didn't seem like there was a whole lot of it.
No,
It
there's
seemed like there was kind of just like maybe two handfuls of stuff. And honestly, I've checked out a lot of that stuff actually. Like there wasn't a whole lot I haven't heard.
Yeah, semen, carne, obsceno.
There's some other ones. There's some other ones.
Whole fluid or something like that.
Honestly, gore grind and NSBM are two genres that are kind of like similar in the sense that they'll both get you banned for something on YouTube, and then also it's kind of hard to find that stuff online sometimes. Like it's just not there because it's so uh, it's off-putting in one way or another. Both of those genres.
Yeah.
Imagine the NS go grind. Well, I guess that's like Reek, right?
That would be what?
Reek.
Sure. I guess if you want to call that gore grind, I wouldn't really know what to call that stuff. It's like it's part of the new Argus Lent type of bands. I mean, it has those parts at least,
Yeah.
and so does Caducity for that matter. You know, we'll get into that later, but on that second album, yeah, they kind of got
Spoiler
that.
alert. Spoiler
Yeah, I know,
alert.
but they already know. Like they already know. They see the thumbnail.
Well, I was gonna black it out until we talked about the album.
Right. So it's black until the second part, and then it's the thumbnail. Right.
Yeah.
That'll really draw people in. Black square.
Black the title out too.
Black Lives Matter. Right, Fred?
Yes.
Just kidding. I don't mean to put you on the spot. Well, do we want to go through some some live show mishaps first, or we want to do some?
Well, what
what are we listening to first, or do we want to get to some pickups first?
Well, I was gonna say, what have you guys been doing with your time off? I had the Charles and Cock on, and then by the time this is out, the Crow's Nest interview will be out too.
I haven't heard that one yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll drop. But yeah, so I was staying busy. Were you guys just chilling?
I was chilling hard, enjoying not having to do anything on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you guys, but like when the last 2 hours like before the show, I'm always like, all right, I'm getting ready. I'm getting mentally prepared to start talking, and sit in
Yeah.
my chair for 2 hours.
Yep.
Yeah, I kind of have to like prepare everything, get everything set, you know.
Yeah, I vegetated. It was great.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I didn't really spend a lot of time watching movies or anything. I only watched a couple movies. One last night and one I started watching today. This movie called Thinner, about like a gypsy curse. This fat guy he keeps
Oh,
eating,
I
but he's getting
remember
thinner.
that.
Yeah,
I
it's
remember that. Yeah.
Stephen King. It's weird. It's a weird movie, but it's kind of funny. Stephen King is like his movies seem to be comical, but at the same time they're like very serious. But like the serious shit that's happening is like
Just
you go,
absurd.
"Pfft."
Yeah.
It's totally absurd. But I like it. Like those movies are actually they kind of draw me in.
I haven't seen many Stephen King adaptations that I actually like.
You didn't
The
like Misery?
Yeah, I liked Misery.
yeah, I guess Misery's probably the best.
Misery, yeah.
The newest version of it was pretty good, although the first one was better than the second for sure. But no, I found a lot of them just get kind of lost in translation. Like they've done Pet Cemetery twice now, haven't they? It's never really hit very well.
Yeah.
Never seen that one. I just know the Ramones song.
Mm-hmm.
Is the Green Mile? Is that a Stephen King movie?
I don't think I've seen that.
You've never seen the Green Mile? Why?
I don't think so.
I don't know if it's my generation or my like demographic of people my age, but I feel like everyone my age has seen that movie 1 million times.
Yeah, it was always on.
Right? It was always on TV, like when we were growing up.
Yeah, he did The Green Mile, where it was based off one of his shits. Then there's like Carrie, Shining.
Carrie's funny. They're all gonna laugh at you.
Carrie was good. That's true.
Stand By Me.
Shining was Stephen King. I didn't know that.
I guess it was maybe written by
Yeah.
him and directed by Kubrick.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, something like that.
Huh.
Oh, he did The Lawnmower Man. That's a crazy movie.
I wonder if he's written any scripts or if it's just adaptations of like his books.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I've never really known that Stephen King wrote a book called The Shining. I don't really follow Stephen King very much.
And
Neither do I. I don't give a fuck about him. I just know like he's sometimes the movie guy. That's like all I really know.
and Cujo.
Yeah.
It seems like Stephen King maybe a long time ago was like respected, but it seems like nowadays people just see him as like kind of a dumbass.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's still pretty respected. I just don't know his body of work, that's all.
Shawshank Redemption, that was good. I thought he had more like horror movie type things.
1408.
I've never seen that.
Oh, it's kind of funny. With John Cusack.
John Cusack, dude, I haven't seen a lot of his movies. You know what? You know what's John Cusack movie is a real piece of shit. I think it was called 2012. It was like the end of the world. Did you see that movie?
I must have.
There, I remember watching that like for a minute when it was on TV, and like basically the Earth starts just like crumbling, and like all the buildings fall down, and they're running, and then they're driving, and like they're in a plane, and it's kind of like continuous. And I remember my dad was watching that, and I'm like, this is so fucking stupid. He goes, this is stupid. It's too stupid. It's kind of crazy when like you go back to some movies that were big or kind of talked about a lot, and you go, oh man, this is fucking stupid. I mean, it's not like, oh, this could never happen, but it's like, dude, this is so dumb. There really is something about the like CGI versus practical effects that because when you see that much CGI, I remember even hating it back then when like Transformers did it. I'm like, dude, I fucking hate CGI. It's so hard to pretend that that's real. It doesn't even look remotely real.
Yep.
I remember that dumbass fucking poster with like the monk on the mountain, like watching all these waves crash down.
Oh yeah, that's really cool, huh?
Yeah, it's fucking retarded.
But I actually saw a good documentary that I was really into last night. It's called Mole Man from 2017. It's about this autistic old guy who, like, he built like 23 buildings in his backyard and like a bunch of cellars and like all the tunnels and rooms like connected this like big pile of shit. So that yeah, his mom was like 90. He was like 67. And he's like doing some work on somebody's house, and they're like, they ask him, "You married, dude?" He goes, "Nope, mom still feeds me." He goes, "Mom, you got to be kidding me!" It's like some old man. He goes, "Nope, mom's 90." If you look up this guy, if you look up like Mole Man Ron, that's his name. You'll see this guy. He looks like one of the Whitakers or something.
Yeah,
and you see his big pile of shit. There's like a big pile of like it just looks like a pile, but on the inside it's all painted, and he has like collections of all kinds of shit, and there's like tunnels and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was really. What's crazy is he would get up every morning and like ride a motorcycle to abandoned houses, and just collect all the shit from the abandoned houses, and that's how he got all his shit to build that giant structure, which looked like crap on the outside, but it looked pretty interesting on the inside. It's kind of crazy. Like this dude, he was actually on American Pickers. I saw a clip of that, and they're like, "Hey, will you sell this?" He's like, "Nope." He wouldn't sell any of his stuff. But dude, this guy's lucky. Like this guy got blessed. So he's autistic. His mom was saying like, "Oh, he never he didn't talk until he was like 3 or 4 or something," and then they're like, he didn't really take a shine to anybody, even his parents. And then he started building shit when he was like 4 years old, and then he finally started on that structure when he was like 15 in 1965. So he had been like nonstop building in mom's backyard since 1965.
Wow.
But like, how lucky his parents let him do that, and he lives in an area in I think it was Pennsylvania, where there's a ton of like abandoned houses, and so he just like he was just lucky to have all that shit in the right place at the right time with the right people. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, and he's not like one of those like fat hoarders that like.
No, he's not even he's not a hoarder. He collects. Like if you look at his rooms, everything's kind of organized. It's not garbage. It is garbage, but it's
all thematic rooms.
Everything is like set up the way he wants it. It's not hoarder shit. Because the dude is like a genius. He didn't use any nails. He didn't use any like mortars or anything like that. He just used like pressure of the buildings itself. Like he would dig down until he hit water, and then you can see the water is level, and then he would just like bring dirt back in, and like that would hold it. The pressure of the building, the weight of the building itself holds the building up. And he like can tell measurements without tape measure or anything. It's crazy. It was actually pretty insane the way he does shit. He doesn't really use that many tools.
Well, yeah, if he's doing that for like all his life, I'm sure he has like a shorthand for everything. That's crazy.
It's pretty crazy. Unfortunately, he died in like 2023, but he was relatively old. He was like 73, I think.
Damn.
Yeah, I looked it up, and it's like he died peacefully in his sleep. I'm like, man, this guy really was just blessed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I hope he died in his little cave.
He died in his structure. What a guy!
That's funny.
Sometimes you're blessed.
Yeah, I got.
It's funny. They were the interviewers asking him all this stuff. They're like, I forget they're like, Steven Spielberg? He goes, no. Because Seinfeld? No. They're like, the Titanic? He goes, oh yeah, I got that in the drawer right there. He had Titanic. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. This kind of documentaries like this about weird people, like kind of extraordinary weird people. I like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Rather than like, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. It's like that guy lived 73 years basically knowing nothing, just kind of doing exactly what he wanted to do, like every day. Crazy.
That's basically living the dream.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just doing what you want.
That is awesome. I'm taking some wisdom from Mole Man Ron. They're like somebody asked him in the beginning. They're like, "Why do you call me Mole Man?" He goes, "I don't know, because I'm always digging."
So I don't care what they call me.
You like being a mole man. But yeah, I don't really think I've been watching too much else. Or like all my listening stuff has been kind of recent. But if you guys want to move on to a different something else, Paul, do you want to get into show stuff, or do you want to do some collection update shit?
Let's go into the show stuff because that shit's pretty funny.
Okay, go ahead. You start.
Okay. This past Friday, Saturday, we went.
Oh God, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Damn!
Got caught in 4K.
I stood up.
I can imagine you like getting ejected from like a jet or something with that fart, like.
Yeah.
So yeah, we went and saw 2 shows this past Friday, Saturday. First night was.
Wait, what about Lividity?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot about that too.
Yeah, so we went.
Previous weekend.
Yeah, the previous weekend, I think like on a Thursday or something, we went down to where they host the Extermination Fest annually, and it's at like the Bricks Rock Bar or something like that. Where they have Extermination Fest, it's usually in the back, and they have like a outdoor stage, but this time I guess they hold shows in their upstairs bar, and when you're like a yard away from the door, you just feel this like atmosphere that you just walk into, and it's just like smells like, I don't know, like a whole bunch of bodily odors all combined and in this hot second story room. But it like hits you right in the face.
Ew. Smell of poo?
Yeah, it was like, it took a while to like get used to. It's like in your fucking mouth, in your nose. It's like all bad. And we ended up seeing, I guess, like a continuation or same members of Anal Cunt, a drummer and a guitarist.
Yeah, it was the guitar player from that like Live at the Park video that they've done. If you've seen that, Fred.
I don't think so.
It was the shirtless guy with the boots in that video. Maybe the listeners know.
Oh.
But goddamn, that shit was terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't good at all. Like, think funny grindcore that's sick. Like, think Anal Cunt, think Old Lady Drivers. It wasn't really cool at all.
Yeah, it would like attempt fast grind noise things, and then it would go into like sludge for like 2 minutes.
And then the fucking drummer would like start playing a harmonica, and it just like wasn't even. I don't know, man. There was nothing there.
Yeah,
It sounds annoying.
Like,
it was annoying. It was stupid.
Like I was like, okay, cool. You know, they're playing their songs or whatever. But then when it's to the point where you're like either improvising or don't know the songs too well, and you're like looking at the person trying to get like cues while on stage, it just kind of gives off like rehearsal.
Yeah, isn't the point to like have your shit together?
Yeah.
Instead of like looking and going, duh, what's next? Like, I get you, it's a grindcore band, but it's like, dude, like, play fast.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Get your shit together.
And somebody in the crowd's like, you guys are maniacs, and the drummer's like, we're not maniacs, we just love doing it. What the fuck kind of response is that? Like, why even say anything?
That's when you gargle blood and scream at them.
Exactly. Not go, we're not maniacs, dude. We just like it. What?
No.
We're some of the nicest people you ever meet.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. We don't care if you're nice.
We'd like the crowd to calm down a bit, please.
Yeah, exactly. You forgot the
I was gonna
Mexican
say,
nationalist band.
Yeah, I was gonna say we saw Lepra, which is like a brujeria asesino Mexican band, and it's like
too many slams for my taste.
A lot of surprisingly like some like hardcore brutal death metal, like kind of slams, but done in like a more old school death metal way.
Done in a Chicano kind of way.
Yeah, and I was telling Dan, I was like, yeah, I think this shit's more naturalistic than like this is a song of the people rather than like, I don't know, some Mexican nationalist stuff, the Satanic
Anything at the
Hispanics.
it was more nationalist than any of the bands at the KEP fest that we played.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a ton of people in the crowd enjoying it, and I thought
Yelling in Spanish, La Raza and such,
yeah, and I thought they were good for what they were.
They were fine, yeah, they were fine.
And then we're just standing outside, go back in, get hit with the stench. Then we watch Lividity go on, and they're fantastic. They kind of remind me of Regurgitation when we saw them, just like really old school BDM.
I love that stuff.
Yeah, and
I love the 90s brutal death metal.
I think it was like newer guys, except for the main guitarist and additional vocalists.
Right.
So everything was like played really, really tight. It wasn't like when we saw Omen, and it was kind of like lackluster.
Retarded.
Yeah, like it just translated as like a really like probably one of the best, like just not even brutal death metal, but just like death metal shows I've been to.
Yeah, they were tight in a way that honestly I don't think I've ever seen before. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, they were great. So yeah, then I'm like waiting forever to get something. I just want to see if they have any CDs available. They just like got a reissue done that week, so I wonder if they had any early copies or whatever for their West Coast tour. And after like half an hour or something.
I was waiting outside for a while. Some kid was talking to me.
Yeah, just waiting for like half an hour with Julian, and I ended up getting a koozie. Lividity, because they didn't have any CDs, and I bought Rob a shirt. And then I guess during that time, Rob went to go check on me, and then right then his girl walks up to Dan. It's like always whenever he's not around, she'll like come say what's up. So, and then it was funny, like I guess he told Dan as he was walking up the stairs to like go find me and Julian, he's like, "Damn, should I go back?"
He's like, "I was contemplating on going back."
Yeah, it's just funny. It's like Dan and Julian get hugs, they get everything, and then Rob's like, "Hey, what's up?" But yeah,
that fucking kid. There's something like crust punk, and he was talking to me about just like death metal stuff. And he started light. He's like Catatonia, blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, Resurrection, Brutality? I'm like, yeah, whatever. We're talking about these albums. And we started talking about, like, Infester or something. And he goes, "Oh, so you're not a poser after all." I'm like, "Yeah, thank you, fucking crust punk." "Yeah, thanks, stupid ass." Some of these Zoomers, man, they really they're too big for their britches. They're really kind of loudmouth idiots.
Yeah, I was seeing that.
They really kind of are.
I was seeing that guy during a couple of the like mosh pits and stuff. Like people would get like really tense. There's like a guy in like a Domino's shirt, and he's just like pushing the fuck out of people.
Right.
And this crust punk guy would like go in between them and be like, "Hey, everything's." He's like, everything's okay with you guys? They're like, "Yeah, we're just pitting," and he would just like stop them, and it was just funny.
Dude, that guy was a fucking idiot.
Yeah, and
like,
then
he asked for smokes, and then like I'm like, "Where's the pack?" And I'm like, "Dude, you got that pack?" He put him in his pocket.
Try to do a sleight of hand.
Dude, yeah, this guy's an idiot.
And it was funny too. A couple of the guys in the creatures in the pit. So there's like this one like fat guy, and he's like just skipping around, throwing his arms up in the air like above his head. Should look hilarious. And then Rob was saying, he's all, "Dude, that was me, like my first mosh pit."
Oh god.
And there was this deathcore guy. I think he was wearing like I Declare War shirt, and he was like trying to hardcore dance and stuff. And then this black guy went up and hugged him. And he's like, "Hey, none of that here." That shit was kind of funny,
bro. It's like that. There was some commercial, like PSA thing. It was like a white guy is about to like go talk to some girl, and the black guy goes, "Oh, whoa, 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 whoa." He's like, "Be cool, be cool." It's like, oh my god. It's like, yes, the races are reversed.
But yeah, that that was that show. All the, I guess, notable things about it.
Mm-hmm.
After that, we saw Slowfag.
We met one of the listeners. Met Rudy to Booty. So
Yep.
This is a first. Never met a listener in the real life before.
Yep, he's gonna be the first worm because we're shifting, we're pivoting. No more piggies.
What?
Yeah, the listeners are they've taken the piggy thing. The listeners that Paul had on, Cock and Charles, I guess is what you're calling him. I don't think that's his real name.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're like, are they really going to do it? If they actually call their podcast the Pig Pen, then we have to rebrand. Then our listeners are now the worms beneath our feet.
Well, Rudy's
Something
the
like
first
that.
worm, honorary worm.
Yeah, I wrote something down here. I think about like a slogan here. Let me see. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong page. Here we go. Yeah, rebrand. So here are some possible slogans: Worms United, Worms for a Better World, Worms of Metal. What do you guys think?
I think you have to throw some commas and add them all in.
Worms United,
The-
Worms for a Better World, Worms of Metal. Yeah, that's the full slogan, baby. Well, because it kind of works because it's another animal that's like an insult to call people. You pig, you worm.
Yeah, as long as we don't go in the goat territory.
Goat, no. Hey, goats. Then you just sound like one of then you just sound like the next metal podcast going, hey, fellow goats. Oh, there was a guy who did that. What was his name? The guy from Ceremony, the Mexican like black metal band, or the Texas black metal band. He used to call his listeners like the goats or the something like that, the unholy goats. I don't think he went anywhere. I don't think he's even still doing anything. He didn't have very many listeners.
You
Either
know,
way.
one animal you call people that is not flattering is just an ass.
Ass. The asses.
everyone-
Hey, asses.
Call everyone asses.
You ass. Well, there was already a TV show called Jackass, so maybe that's it. I kind of like the worm thing. Hey, worm baby, worms. It's all.
I know that feels close to Slipknot. That called them maggots.
No, we were thinking that
That's
too.
kind of what's funny about it too.
Yeah.
The worms. The maggots. Maggots is very on the nose. Worms
What-
is like the next step up.
What about leeches?
Leeches? No,
Eh,
because
too
leeches
particular.
is like. Yeah, it's too. Yes, exactly. It's too particular. Worm is just a crawling little thing. A leech is like a very specific type of parasite.
All right, merch idea. We got a Bunsen burner, and then it's gonna be a worm on a rotisserie.
Yeah, I think I made a worm logo for one of the releases, the abortionist one. It was like a flea and a worm.
Oh yeah. There you go. It's all
Yeah,
coming together.
Yeah, I'm cool with the worms. The other people can do the pig thing. Like we did it already. It started off just me calling the people the fucking pigs. You're pigs. So maybe for now you're worms. I'm not sure. We're just
The
workshopping here.
pig
kind of.
worms, yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Speaking of that, you forgot your little pig in the car. I'll give it to you.
Oh yeah, my windshield accessory.
Yeah, the windshield thing that's just like a pig's ass.
So yeah, back to that show. We met Worm, Rudy to Booty, and he got to experience Robert IRL.
Talking about deathcore.
Yeah, talking to him about deathcore and.
I will say, Rudy. I don't know. I forget where he said he got his name, but it wasn't Chalk Zone, which
No,
is
he
weird
said he
because
got
that's
it
the character.
from Joey, the rapper.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what it is. That's Rudy to Booty from Chalk Zone. I think I even said to him, like, "How the hell do you know what that is?" And Carl's my age. He doesn't know what that is.
And
Paul, you were a TV watcher. You must have watched Chalk Zone.
yeah, I did.
Yeah. All right. Rudy's got the chalk.
Yeah, and then we watched Slowfag. Interesting live set. The audio quality was
One last thing about Rudy I wanted to say. This is a great example of a good Zoomer. I got to be honest. Really nice kid. Not a loudmouth. Just cool guy. This is your role model. Rudy to Booty should be the role model for the worms. These are the people that I like. These are my kind of Zoomers.
Yeah, he had
This guy in particular.
He's a king for sure.
Yeah, cool guy.
Then we all watched Slow Fag and interesting.
The Lord Weird Slow Fag.
Yeah, interesting live show. I think they expected more people there or something because there wasn't a whole lot.
The floor was full, but spiritually it felt like there were like 5 people there.
Yeah, and pretty small stage. In one of the many rooms at Catch One, they had like 4 shows going on simultaneously, and yeah, the audio quality wasn't so good. The vocals you couldn't hear too well. I was just on the side of the bass, so I was just feeling and hearing that. And
the bass player's head looked like it was torched, like Joe Pesci in Home Alone.
Yeah.
Like a monk, kind of. He had like his hair on the bottom, but there was like a gigantic patch of head, like scalp missing. Like I don't know what it was. It looked very strange. I don't know. It looked like some kind of medical thing. Robert's like, I posted it on my story. People are going to unfollow me. I go, what the?
And Mike had this like half do-rag on too. It was funny. The singer. And yeah, like, and they played songs I wanted to hear the most, like Tiger Tiger, and then they're playing some new stuff. They didn't play Down Among the Dead Men though, so that was a shame. Thought that would like really bring out the crowd, I think.
I didn't see their singer roll off the stage. Robert said he fell and rolled off the stage.
Yeah, because
I missed that.
Where we were parked, there was like these 2 columns, like marble columns, like styrofoam, a model to look after that, and there was 2
one was on the stage, one was next to my car for some reason.
Yeah, so there's one on the stage, and then he's like picked it up and he was like playing with it in the
running
crowd.
Around with it.
And apparently during that, I guess the first time, he like was trying to pick it up and he was like roll off and fell.
Robert's like fucking retard.
But yeah, so then we're after that, you know, I like to see the performance, but the energy kind of wasn't there, and I think they were kind of maybe disappointed about the turnout.
They were pissed off that nobody bought them beer.
Yeah,
they were begging for beer on stage. He's like, what? No one's gonna give me a beer? He was all right. It's gonna be a boring show. All right. And then like a song goes by, and he goes, still no beer, huh?
Wow.
Yeah, then he gets it.
I've never seen such a thing.
He gets it and then spits it on everybody. So yeah.
I talked to him. I told him great shit. I'm like, hey man, that was really good. I'm like, great set you got. And he goes, great set of what? And I'm like, we came here to see you guys play. And he just walks away, and like talks to some black girl, and then like she walks away from him. And then he's just sitting there like an idiot.
Yeah.
This is a singer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rockstar energy.
Yeah, really. Like totally rude.
All right then.
That's how you feel about that.
Yeah. It was very rude. Not cool, man. Like who? I've never heard of such a thing. You know what I actually did once? I think the guy from Toxic Holocaust. I think I said something to him one time, and he's just like, "Yeah." It's like, okay, dude.
Scott Ian, I'm tired.
Scott Ian. I'm not even gonna say it.
And yeah, then to oppose that, the next night we went in to see Devourment, and we're just probably best show experience. Not that one in particular, but just the activity.
Sitting in the car and drinking outside of the venue is cool.
Yeah, we were like literally right on the corner, right by the.
We were right next to the hot dog lady. Yeah. Right next to the garbage in Skid Row.
Yeah, got a glizzy.
There was a guy in a Jesus costume, and he was like bothering everybody.
Yeah, he was like.
And he asked me if I wanted some ketamine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like I'm good, man.
Looks like he was on that, and then I think you offered him a cigarette, and then he hit it, and then he just like instantly fell to the ground. He just got like.
I didn't see that.
He just got like lightheaded.
Nice, what an idiot.
It was funny. And
Robert tells me he's like, the real Jesus didn't smoke.
But then, yeah, so we're just sitting in the car, and then we got the zoomies zooming. They're like being loudmouth about everybody there.
Yeah, the Zoomer, the kids, Marco and Julian, man, they were like, yeah, I don't know what they were trying to do. Were they trying to like start problems? It's like, dude, the idea is to be low key. Don't you understand? Like some guy walks by with a mortician shirt that's green, and Julian goes, "The fucking green mortician shirt, look at that fucking ass." It's like, what the, dude? It's like the windows are open, the doors are open. It's like, dude, relax.
We're gonna be parked there the whole show.
I know we're gonna be parked there the whole time. It's like, okay, what is the idea here?
Yeah,
Marco ashes he fucking puts his cigarette out on my mirror, on my car mirror.
Yeah.
You ever heard of somebody doing something so stupid?
No.
What is wrong with that fucking idiot? Seriously, that guy is so stupid. I know Julian's his friend, and he always like defends him. Like, no, he's smart. No, he isn't. I've known him for years now. He is not smart. He is dumb. I asked him to close my open my window when he gets out of the car. He goes, whatever. What? Fucking idiot, dumbass.
Yeah. So there's that, and then between
Robert said to there's some bum next to the car. Robert's like, "What you doing?" And they like stare at each other for a second.
he said, "Oh, I'm just collecting these cans." And then you gave Rob to give him $1.
Yeah, I'm like, give him a buck.
And I think right before the show, we're like watching the live stream of it, so we're like, okay, we know when to go in when this Mortiferum stops playing. And then I see in the rearview mirror Garza from Suicide
The Garza
Silence.
podcast.
Yeah. And I was like, it's Garza. And they're like, wait, is it actually Garza?
It's Garza.
So I wouldn't say if it wasn't. And yeah, so then we go into the show, and then we just like split off because like I think you guys went to the restroom and like got beers or something. And
Before that, I forgot the other thing that they said. There were like some chicks walking by, and Marco, really loud and stupid, he goes, "When girls have opinions, it's like, I don't give a fuck about the opinions of women on music." Dude, shut up, you tryhard. Fucking idiot.
he said
Anyways.
the timing was perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, then we got split up. Me, Julian, and Marco just got into the crowd, and then I think you guys are getting beers. Before that,
Yeah,
though,
we got some beers and we went outside.
yeah, before that we were just checking out the merch and stuff, and I saw what's it called? Stash there, the camo wizard at every show.
Did you say what's up? I saw him too. I didn't get a chance to say hi.
Yeah, I said what's up. So saw two brothers this weekend, and then yeah, then we went into the crowd, got up to the right side in the front, and they just played some newer stuff. They had that EP drop, and then some stuff in like Conceived in Sewage, and then some Butcher of the Week, and Molesting the Decapitated song. So it was a great set. Honestly, they still got it. Like even the like 808 drops and shit like that was just like really great. Had a lot of energy.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal.
It was funny though. Like they in the beginning, I was gonna say like the drummer fumbled. Like he started like playing this sample like too early, and then like he hit the 808 too early on 1.2. Like before they started the song. It was just kind of funny. But yeah, great show. And then I forgot to talk about the ride back from the Slow Fake show. So
Oh yeah, I met Garza too. He was actually really nice.
yeah, so
Yeah, that I can cross it off my list. I shook hands with Garza.
the Chad Garza.
The Chad Garza versus the Virgin Slow.
Yeah.
When the false metal guy is cooler than the true metal guy.
Yeah.
Damn shame.
Makes you think.
Makes you think. Yeah, makes you think.
Really?
Exactly.
Um,
Okay, now Paul's about to embarrass me in front of the world.
We do
happens.
We do that every week.
Yeah, happens to the best of us.
It happens to me
We
more
all-
often than it does.
So yeah, we're again early to the show, we end up just chilling in the van, and Dan and Rob are smashing their beers. Dan
Yeah,
killed the
I think I
six-pack.
said I want to get slosh before I get in there.
Yeah, you killed the 6-pack before we went in. And then I think by the end of the night, you had like another 3.
Uh-huh.
Just straight IPAs. So it's
Uh-huh.
just like you're like going blind and just getting how you get. It's just funny.
I was getting away. I didn't really realize I was getting anyway.
And then yeah, so I drove us there and back, and then we all rendezvoused in my house to carpool together to the show. So I had to drop off Raph and Dan, and the plan was for him to drive back, but no condition to do so. And then we drove him back, and then I think we got food before, and when we came back, it took about like maybe 15 minutes to get the food, and then we come back and you're in the car just like knocked out, like on against your face pressed against the window.
Face a press.
Yeah.
Face suppresses.
And yeah, we're trying to give you your food. You're like, no, I feel like I'm dead. I'm dying. And then, and then we drop off Rob. Or we're gonna drop off Rob. I get on this freeway, first entrance, and you're like, pull over. And then we go out the first exit. Right before we park, I just hear in the back seat behind me. He's just like throwing up, and I think he tried throwing up inside of like a cardboard box of like where the beers were in.
Yes, but I forgot that it was ripped. And so
the,
I just
the intent was there though.
the intent was there. I meant to catch it, but it just all I had was beer. I didn't even have any food, so it just went all in my shorts. Real nice.
Looked liquidy, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, so then you got back in and you like resurrected. You like, oh, I feel better. And then yeah, drop everybody off, and
I barfed more when I got back inside. I threw my shorts in the laundry, and then I went to bed.
So yeah, it was a fun and funny time. Both shows.
I felt like such an asshole. I'm like, God, my shorts probably stink. These guys are in the car here with me.
No, I couldn't even smell it.
I could smell it. I'm like, oh God.
Yeah,
Stinking it up.
but that was the shows, and then I guess we can get into the pickups because some of them spawned from there. So I got Down Among the Dead Men and The Traveler from the Lord Weird Slow Fag CDs.
Nice.
And then just today, I got the Wicked Innocence, Omnipotence, Corpse Gristle reissue. And then I got the Waco Jesus first album, Destruction of Commercial Scum. This one's by Ossuary Industries, and this was the Pink Pussy tape. So it's a pink cassette tape.
That Wicked Innocence is awesome though.
Yeah, and coincidentally, Crow's Nest ended up doing a retrospective video on them and just dropped a video today, so I gotta look into that.
Oh, cool.
On who?
On Wicked Innocence.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, it just dropped like
I
4
didn't see
hours
that.
ago. Yeah.
Oh, ball. Yeah, I'll watch that tonight, possibly.
Yeah, he did, or he mentioned that on the interview he's gonna be doing that and a couple more bands he's interested in doing. I was telling him how it's like a good in between of like the long form and like kind of jub bite size episodes. Good retrospective, academic, kind of documentary sort of thing. It's cool.
Better be based.
Oh, speaking of that, the black metal guy episode.
The bass black metal guy?
It was good.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Yeah, he's a great guest.
Yeah, they're doing the Blazeworth Hall compilation, I think, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
cool. I'll need to check it out.
But
Rune kept saying not to sound fruity.
yeah. Yeah, it was
He
fun.
ain't no fruit. He likes that one black chick. Whatever her name
Tiana
was.
Taylor.
Yeah, I'd never heard of her before.
And
Tiana Taylor. That's bass.
and then
He ain't no fruit.
What about your guys' pickups or things we missed?
I got the Earn CD, 666 megatons.
Yes.
I saw your.
I saw it and I'm like, dude, Fred said it before I said it. I saw it and I was gonna tell Fred, and then Fred was gonna go yes. I knew he was gonna say yes. I knew it. That's why I got it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I saw your WWFD bracelet on, so you're like, what would Fred do? You got the CD.
That's
Yeah.
such a good album.
So I got that, and then I got an RAC thrash vinyl from Hell's Headbangers, actually put out by Azrar, a Greek band called Iron Youth, I believe. Decent shit. I only bought it because I couldn't find it, and I wanted to hear it, and I heard it on the record player. Pretty all right. Pretty good. So yeah, Iron Youth, and then I got a compilation from Winter Solace by an old Spanish black metal band called Zatzareth. I uploaded them on the channel because it wasn't there. So I got that, and then I got a CD from a band on the same label as that first Lust album, Annihilation Resurrection. They only had one other release, and I bought that because I couldn't find that online either. Terminal Descent of Darkest Light. It's a one-man tech thrash thing with a drum machine, so it's like janky, but it's cool. And I believe that's all I got. I have more stuff coming in the mail. So next week or in the next few weeks, I should have some more shit. Oh yeah, and I told you guys about the Praxism thing. Maybe one day that guy will find a computer because he claims he doesn't have a computer.
They're hard to find these days. I don't know where you'd go.
Yeah. Well, that's just it. Do people even use computers? Everyone just uses their phone.
Well, I'm surprised with the amount of people that don't have a set of wired headphones that we have.
But I don't have a set of wired these. The ones that I have are Bluetooth, but I am plugged into the mic with the USB thing. But it seems like cars don't. My car doesn't even have a USB. All this technology is becoming
obsolete.
Obsolete, yes. I can't even use it anymore. My phone doesn't have a input jack.
Yeah.
You know?
True.
I gotta ask for 66 megatons. Which version did you get? Because there's
a new one with a stupid looking album art. Let me see if I can grab that. Hold on, I'm looking through. Here it is.
What?
Yeah,
the album art?
They changed the album art. Yeah, on the back it has the explosion, and then on the front it's got some demon gargoyle guy. It's Osmos. Osmos put this out in 2024. It looks like.
I didn't know they used the vinyl artwork for that. That's weird. Okay.
Yeah, I don't care for this artwork, but I don't
like it either. But the reason I'm asking is because the original came out in I think it was 2000, 2001.
Yeah.
But in a few years later, they had released a double CD with the second disc being a DVD of them playing live. And I want that version, so I'd love to see that DVD. I mean, it's probably on YouTube, but I'm, you know how I am.
Yeah. Did they have a song called "Possessed by Satan"?
They do.
Off of
Yep.
Promo 2005. You see that one with the kind of goat guy?
It's a snowman.
No, not the snowman. I'm looking at the other one, the goat man, the promo.
Isn't the Goat Man Soul Destroyers?
I'm not sure. It says promo 2005. I'm looking on Ern's YouTube. If you look up "Possessed by Satan" Ern, it'll show the artwork with the goat man, because that's the one I always knew for the longest time.
Let's see, because that sounds wrong.
Should be the second one right there.
That's wrong.
That's wrong?
The promo, maybe they put the 2005 promo on reissues of...
Either way, I was going to say I like that. I like that album art with the goat.
Yeah, that's the cover to Soul Destroyers.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if they put the promo 2005 as a bonus tracks to that somewhere? That'd be weird, because the tracks that are on promo 2005 showed up on Dawn of Devastation. Weird.
Yeah, it is.
But That's My Satan's a really good track, though.
Yes, it is. That was my one of my faves. There was another band from Finland I don't even think they're on Metal Archives. They were called uh, something with a K. God, what the hell was that band called? There's another band from Finland with the exact same name. Uh, not Karosphorus. Whatever. I'll find it. It's a cool blackish thrash song. I'll try to remember, Fred. Remember to say the band with the K from Finland.
The Finland K band. Got it.
Yes, I'll find it eventually. It's very cool stuff.
All right. All right.
Yeah, that's all my pickups.
All right. Well, strap in.
All right.
So I think the last one we did, I think we recorded in like mid-May last time.
Yeah, it's been a long
I
time.
think the last one I reported was the Suasti album. So
I
we'll just go
remember
from
that.
there. So we've got Goat Moon, Death Before Dishonor, the first version.
We just
on
got our
CD.
community guideline strike off, and Fred goes and says "Goat Moon."
Look, it's gonna have to happen. Satanic War Master, Exaltation of Cruelty.
Not making it any
CD.
better.
Oh,
Yep, no, it's only gonna go downhill from here.
Okay.
Vengeance Sorcery, An Oath to Torment Unrelenting. Really cool, like Barathrum Necromantia shit.
yes, I'm familiar with the man. I like
Yeah.
Vengeance Sorcery.
Goat Blood, Supreme Triumph of Evil on CD.
What the hell is Goat
from-
Blood?
They're an Australian band. They're
You can say that again.
yeah.
Australian bland.
I mean, in a sense, because they're not.
Oh, lyrical
original,
themes.
They're just
Ouch.
good black metal. I went to the
Okay.
Sacrifice show. I think I spoke briefly about that. I picked up Tears and Total Steel on CD. Satanic War Master again, the Baphomet single. Pantheon, Acuromanic, Triumph of the No Strikes.
Triumph of the cool guys.
Yeah. So that's a demo comp, which is really cool. I think maybe we spoke with that briefly. Oh, no. Rob commented on my post for it. Because like their first demo, like they're black metal, USBM through and through, but that first demo is really Cataclysm influenced. It's really awesome.
Oh.
Canadian band De La Terre, demo compilation, De Rutibus Morbiferis, sure. US death metal CD, Diabolic Possession, Ripped to Pieces reissue. 2 CDs from Sorcier de Glace, the Canadian band. Ritual of the End and North. Sorgalig, We the Oblivious.
Which one's Sorgalig?
They're a Greek band, I believe. That's their second album. They kind of remind me a bit of Black Death.
Okay, I thought I knew who this band was. I don't. I don't know
Really
them,
good.
but they have high ratings. I like that.
No, they're really good.
I like when other metal guys say "good," and then I go, "Oh, I'll check it out."
That's Fred every day.
That's Fred every day. That's me every day to you guys. I go, guys. Paul, I sent you some cool shit. That band with the purple cover.
Mm-hmm.
That's a U-Core band. If you haven't heard it yet, it's good stuff.
Not yet.
Oh, it's good stuff.
The Hungarian band Witchcraft, Years of Blood.
Don't know that.
Night
God, Fred
Conquers
knows so much I
Day.
don't.
Rebellion is the Art of Survival.
Well, now he's a metal god after that Bathory interview, so
We are not
20
worthy.
years ago.
yeah.
Yeah, but now
Azazel-
everyone knows.
And now everyone's heard it, yeah.
Yeah.
Azazel.
Dude, I love in the beginning. You're like, "How was your trip?"
Yeah, he on the emails we exchanged, he said, "Let's do it on the weekend when I get back from the trip or something."
Yeah.
And you know, the entire recording, that's one of my favorite parts, just the very beginning, because like the way he says, "Great, man," like he's so enthusiastic and happy about it. Like it makes me laugh every time I hear it.
It was sort of hard to tell at the beginning who was who. because
Yeah.
the phone lines kind of make like blur the voices. It was so funny too the way the interview starts. It goes battery, and then you start talking.
Yeah, I think I hit record after after I picked up. So I think I just finished saying it's Quarthon from Bathory, and then that's how it just went from
I
there.
like that. That's a happy accident.
Yeah. Where was I? Right. The last album from Azazel, Agram Satanas Tecum.
Oh shit!
Compilation
You listen
from-
to Azazel?
Yeah, they're pretty good. Compilation
I
from.
think I've
Thy
only heard
Dying
the first
Light.
album, just like everyone else.
Yeah, the Night of Satanakia or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good. But the albums are good too. Mostly because the singer, who is totally wasted all the time, doesn't write most of it. So,
Yeah.
kind of works out.
Yeah, he's
works
famous,
out
that
better.
guy.
Yeah, oh yeah. Thy Dying Light, Forgotten by Time. I think they're British.
I think
Yeah,
I meant to
they're British.
check that out, Fred, but I never got around to it.
They're
Thy,
really good.
Thy Dying Light.
Yeah.
In
It
2000,
sounds like
that album?
No.
No?
Forgotten by
2020?
Time. It's compilation. The compilation from 2018
Okay.
is what I got. But the
No, I see a bunch of different things here. I'll try the album 2020.
No.
No,
go
don't.
For, I mean, the album's fine, but go for
Uh-huh.
the last Twilight EP from 2016.
Okay. I do that song Twilight from ELO. Twilight. I only meant to stay a while. There was a really cool 80s like anime convention, and they had that ELO song playing with like this like elaborate like exclusive animation and had like Superman and Batman and all these like anime characters and stuff. It was crazy. I'll have to send that to you guys. It's one of the coolest things you'll ever see.
We're almost
basically
through the
like a
pickups.
music video.
Lock in. Fuck.
Sorry, buddy.
The new 7-inch from Fortress, Couteau Tiré, which means with knives drawn, in case you don't know.
Cool.
The absurd war split. Leave it at that. Brandon called Stormheit on cassette, Stellar Winter. Kristallnacht, Legalism and War, CD compilation. I already had Blood Drenched Memorial, and that has everything that's on this CD. Why did I get it? Because Kristallnacht, that's why. Gas Mask Symphony, Savage Symphony of Hateful Hymns and Anthems for the Apocalypse. It's a mouthful.
Oh, that's
the,
Alex's band, right?
It is, yes, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
And most recently, Hecate Enthroned, The Corpse of a Titan, A Lament Long Buried, which is actually really fucking good.
Oh yeah, Fred. Happy Father's Day, Metal Dad.
Thank you. Thank you. That
Father's
last one
Day.
was that last one I mentioned was actually a gift for Father's Day. So that's my pickup.
Gift from Mama.
But I think the pickup that keeps on giving is the Bathory interview, which is finally uploaded.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
I'm just happy I got a really good photo of the cover because I didn't even scan it. I just took a photo of it and turned out.
I know. I was like, Fred's blue ballsing us again. I'm like, it's ready to go, and the thing it's not scanned. And then, but
No.
I woke up the next morning and it was ready to go. I love when that happens. When I wake up and things are ready to go, they're ready for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all worth it.
It was all worth it.
Doing this show 3 years just to get that interview. No, just kidding.
Exactly. That's the only reason I'm. Yeah.
It was really good to listen to it all over again because it's been a long time since I listened to it.
Yeah, we might need that Vital Remains one as well. That has also cool Fred artwork.
Yeah, we'll
That
wait.
one's so bad.
We'll
That
wait
one's
for
so
them.
bad.
We'll wait
It's
for
okay.
them to pass, and then we'll put it out again.
We'll just kill him.
And
We're
then
just
we'll
gonna
kill
kill him. Yeah.
There goes another strike.
That was a joke. We're not actually gonna kill anybody. YouTube.
No, but
you-
The
YouTube
Vital
Indians listening.
Remains interview is so bad. Like, I was 19 for Bathory and for Vital Remains, so the
I like how you were asking him about Emperor. You're like, have you heard Emperor?
he's like, no, man, don't know who that is. But at least like I was a fan of Bathory and I liked and knew about Bathory. Vital Remains, like I was just taking anything they threw at me, and I got in the promo of Dechristianized. I had listened to that and I liked it, and then the editor for the
like
thing
it
was,
too.
"Hey, you want to interview Totally Lazaro from Vital Remains?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do." And then it came time to write questions. I realized I don't know anything about the band. I haven't heard anything. Which sucks because now Into Cold Darkness is one of my favorite death metal albums of all time. But I
How long is that interview?
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
You haven't listened to it in a long time?
No, like I listened to it to transcribe it, and then I'm like, I never want to think about this again because it's so fucking bad.
Really?
It's yeah, like the questions are so bad. Like they asked him, like, what does the band name mean?
I remember
like,
you said he went on this like rambling thing where he never got to the point.
Yeah, because I think the answer was basically, I don't really know.
Well, it just sounds like your vital organs are like that. All that remains. Like how simple is that?
Yeah,
Right?
I think probably the best question I asked him was, well, what were some of the bands he played in before Vital Remains? And like, I don't think any of the material from any of those bands has come out, but he mentioned a few of them that I don't think a lot of people really knew about, like Dark Lord and things like that. And that was kind of cool to read about, like the bands he played in before. But other than that, like it was bad.
Fuck it.
Yeah, no, I'll rip it.
Yeah, rip it.
Like, if people were able to deal with dorky me on Bathory, then they'll be fine with the Vital Remains.
Yeah.
But if I'll write a preface for that one too. No, the worst one I've done though, like hands down, is Nevermore. Like it's.
Yo,
like,
you interviewed Nevermore?
I did, and you know what? I didn't know anything about Vital Remains, but at least I liked them. I didn't really like Nevermore, and I still don't, and I don't know why.
I like one song by Nevermore, but I get why people don't. I get why you don't like them. I kind of barely get why people like them.
I'm in the same place. Like they had sent me a promo of what album was it? Enemies
The
of
Worms of Reality.
Enemies of Reality. Yeah.
Enemies of I think the song was, he says, the worms of your enemies or something. That was the song I liked. I liked that song, Enemies of Reality.
And it's all circling back to the worms.
I know.
I like the track. Yeah.
The
I like the track
worms of
Tomorrow
your
Turn Into
enemy.
Yesterday. And I like that one track, and I don't even remember what I asked him. I never... no, I think I did type it up, but never got published. Because the...
Sanctuary, they had like one or two good songs, honestly.
I mean, they're not a bad band, but they're just not for me. And like...
Battle Angels was good.
19-year-old Fred asking a band about he's never heard anything of and didn't really like what he did here does not a good interview make, and that is kind of where that one left off. So that one's still like a mini cassette from the recorder I used, and I'm like, no, this doesn't need to be transferred anywhere. This is just horrible. Yeah, poor Jeff.
Jeff Loomis.
Yep.
Checking my notes.
Like, why did I do this?
Yeah. I mean, it's already been long enough. Maybe we don't have to get into what we've been listening to. I mean, we already went through the pickups. I did something. This happened to me 3 times in the during the break that we weren't here. Asian restaurants and them giving me change. I have 3 different times this happened in the past few weeks. So, yeah, I know it's a weird kind of like a title, or like what would you even call that?
Category?
Yeah, category. Weird category. I hear Dean scratching at the door. What do you want? What's up, bub?
Freedom.
Anyways,
Freedom.
so the first time I get done recording with the Arizmenda fella, And I think Alex might have been pissed because he's like, "It's my birthday tomorrow. Want to come over?" I'm like, "No, I'm tired." And he's just like, kind of started huffing and puffing a little bit. And so I went home, or I went to this Japanese restaurant, and I got some fucking ramen, and I pay with cash, and first time I've ever been asked this. This kind of threw me off. He goes, "Do you want your change?" I said, I thought I heard him incorrectly. I said, "What?" He goes, "Do you want your change?" And I look at him like, I'm like, one more time. I go, "What?" He goes, "Your change." I go, "What about it?" That's the way I said it. And he goes, "Do you want it?" I go, "Yeah, I want it." I had never heard of such a thing. Do you want your change?
What change about the change?
What the change? I don't know. Maybe it's like a Zoomer thing. Maybe it's like they're again they're too big for their britches. Even the Asian ones. Well, that's kind of that's a stereotype too. We talked about that, Paul. The rude. I don't know if that was rude or what. That was just kind of weird. I assume that if he asks enough people, that guy, somebody might say, "No, I don't want it," and then he gets to keep a little chunk of change. It probably works sometimes. Some people are like, "No, I don't want it." Maybe.
No, keep it.
Anyways, I had the opposite thing. Another Japanese place I always go to. I go there. It's an older guy, and he's a little bit more like Americanized. Kind of looks like Jackie Chan. But I give him a hundy, give him 100, and he goes, yeah. And I'm like, "What? No change?" And he goes, "Mike." And there's this white skinhead guy with like tattoos all over his hands. He goes, "Mike." He goes, "You got any change?" And he like gives him change. And as he's getting change, a little kid comes up to the Jackie Chan guy, and he goes, the Japanese guy goes, What do you want?" And he smacks him on the head. Some Mexican kid. And he goes, "Can I get more sauce?" But he gives me my change. Pretty crazy, right? The opposite effect. And then just today, just before we did this is what reminded me. I got another. This one's the most tame, but I go to a Vietnamese place, get my noodles, and you know when they give you like those little trays where you put your credit card and they put the change?
Yeah.
I'm standing right at the register. I give him money. I get 50 cents back. He puts it on the little tray and hands me the tray and then dumps it in my hand. You couldn't just put the 50 cents in my hand. You had to put it on the stupid tray and dump it in my hand. Why? No, and when he did that, I kind of chuckle and I went, "Very good." Very good, guys.
Very good. Very good.
So yeah, with that, if there's nothing else you guys want to get into,
wasn't there another story where you're like, "Give me the old man"?
Oh, that was not a big deal. That was just I went to the sushi or the poke
Oh, okay.
roll.
I thought it still had like a change thing to it.
No.
Okay.
It's just there's usually this old guy who's like very polite, and he's like, yeah, he's very loud. He's articulate. I can understand the man. But then I have this like Zoomer, his like grandson or something. He's just like bumping hip hop, just like tattoos, looks like an idiot. Like, "What you want?" Just shut up. Be respectful. Do we have to live this way? Come on. I swear these kids, I don't know, maybe I'm just getting old, but like they're pissing me off.
The kids aren't all right.
No, they're not. They're pissing me off. But yeah, with that, if you guys don't have anything else, we can, in fact, go to break.
Works for me.
All right, we are back from break.
That's right, dopey.
And we're here to cover, or do you guys have anything else you want to go over before we get started?
I think that sums it up.
Don't try too hard.
About it. I was waiting right when you said that. I was like ready. Oh man, I think it's the first. I don't think there was that one time you said I was caught farting, but I didn't recall farting that time.
But yeah.
I guess I do have one more thing.
Go for it.
Well, I sent you guys that I forget what they ever call it, some like Viking metal band from Finland. I had a weird dream that night, like the night before, that I was like, that I knew all these like Finnish Viking metal bands, and I'm like, yeah, it's the good stuff. And then I'm like, wait, those bands aren't real. And then I just did an advanced search, and I found like a few. Because it's kind of crazy. It's like, dude, the advanced search feature, it's like there's kind of an endless amount of possibility. Not an endless amount, but when you get into certain specifics, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like that's how I found that Azagthoth band that I sent to you guys.
Yeah,
I'd never heard it before. It's like death metal from '87. Sounds pretty crazy. It's pre not pre cum, but pre Unseen Terror. Shane Embry's on drums.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, crazy stuff. Yeah, advanced search. I know Paul was doing that shit, so I was on my Paul, kind of just scouring around, seeing what I can find.
Yeah, that's how you can find exactly what you're looking for, and
Yeah.
but
Crazy
yeah.
stuff.
So we're doing the first two albums from Caducity,
Caduce.
the Weiliaon Wielder Quest and Whirler of Fate, former from 1995, latter from 97. Belgium death metal band, particularly categorized as epic death metal. And I think only one of the few, if not only, band labeled like that.
Yeah, because we were saying, like, that's not a real genre.
Yeah. But they had to differentiate themselves.
I didn't realize they had more albums.
Yeah, I told Fred the same thing. Don't listen to them. They're not good.
Okay. Doesn't that suck when bands kind of, like, lose the plot?
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? Dude,
But
how?
isn't it kind of good, though, when you don't have to check something out? You're like, okay, cool.
Yeah, it is kind of cool. It's cool when somebody says, don't listen to it.
I don't know. Paul told me not to listen to them. That makes me want to listen to them even more.
Okay, it's your time.
Caducity.
But
Let me
yeah,
try and do Homer Simpson.
Belgium, epic death metal band. Found these guys around the same time. I was listening to Paul and Spawn. I think they were just like recommended back when the algorithm was great on YouTube.
Shiver Records.
Yep. And yeah, I just really enjoyed Whirler of Fate when I first heard it. It was really interesting to me how
Back in high school.
Yeah, how integral the sort of like concept of both albums tail into each other.
Plus, it's got the Punisher on the album cover.
Yeah, and they have quite a few like unique things about them, and I have some things to say about that. It's very thrashy, and a lot of their riffs aren't like original. They're like, especially in the first album, they're very just kind of like thrash riff. But I think the way that they use the content of their songs and structure them, it seems like around this story that's being told by a guy, Weiliaon, and yeah, it's just like a really interesting like sort of concept album band, at least from
Dean's
these two
having an
releases.
attack.
Sound like
I
it.
think he's okay. Yeah, I think he's alright.
But
Okay.
what do you guys think of Caducity? You guys heard of them before, right?
Yeah, I heard of him.
Of course.
Probably from you.
What's your guys' experiences with them?
I think I heard him from you. I remember we were like, epic death metal, that's funny. I remember... Well, I remember the Whirler of Fate being the only one that I heard for a really long time. And I remember it being like one of the albums that just seemed kind of classic just to us, because I really didn't see a whole lot of talk about them online. Like, they have one review. I didn't really see what their YouTube comments were like. So this just seemed like a close friend classic rather than anything else. It's one of those crazy things you find on like a blog spot.
Yeah.
It seems super underground. Um, I didn't exactly remember what it sounded like. The only kind of thing that I sort of remembered was basic undertone of like American a melodic death metal. I didn't realize they weren't American. I thought they were for the longest time. Um, Whirler Fate I always thought was relatively cool. Not not like blast beady, but more
Really good bass.
Argoslent type heavy metal, like undertones of death metal, basically. I came across their first album much later, maybe in the past like 4 years, maybe because you told me, and I remember hearing it and not being that impressed initially. I was thinking like this is the kind of prog death metal that maybe annoys me nowadays, but I actually liked it. Um, Coming back to it in the last few weeks, it's relatively like what you would expect from '90s death metal. It's got all the tropes. It's got all the not tropes, but it's got all the riffing styles of what an old death metal band would do. Plus some of the like narrations you said, which I don't really hate them. I just kind of I don't know. They're whatever.
Yeah,
I'm more just interested in like how these guys function as a band, like playing riffs rather than this Weiliaon Wielder quest, like the actual quest. You know what I mean?
well, what I think that's interesting about it is that it seems like those riffs and stuff are kind of being forged around this story, but it's not like there's any fillers going on. They're all like very like catchy, memorable riffs that are going on.
No, I wouldn't say there's any fillers.
Yeah, and this is actually not as melodic as you think it would be. It kind of just sounds like you said, like that heavy metal thrash bass, but I also hear that being played through like bolt thrower or something. With like how
Yeah,
the like tempo
yeah.
of all these songs and kind of the epic riffs that they have, which are like the really chuggy 2 or 3 note riffs that go on that bolt thrower does a lot of. Um, and then I was gonna say about the narration on the first one. It seems like mom only gave the recording money if your little brother can sing on it. But Fred, what do you think of Caducity and what's your experience with them?
So I'm kind of the other way around from you guys. I found the first album first, and I got this one from a record store in Toronto. I don't know when exactly. I'm going to say probably like late 2000s, so like 2010, 2011, around there, um, for $8, which is pretty awesome. Um, And yeah, I remember thinking, why is no one talking about this album? I think it was fantastic. Whirler Effect I didn't hear till a few years later, probably like 2015, 16, around there. And I don't have a copy of Whirler of Fate, so I haven't spent as much time with it. Um, but I really like Weiliaon Wielder Quest and Whirler of Fate too. But again, I'm not as familiar with it. But um, I have toyed with including Quest on some of my top death metal album lists. I don't think it's ever quite made it to the top 10, but it's hovering around there for me. I like it a lot. It's
Yeah,
original.
yeah, definitely. And I was reading in like interviews and stuff, people were saying back when they were releasing stuff, I think at least like their demo stuff was not as original as like what these albums were um, turned out to be. And it was just kind of funny hearing that perspective from then and then thinking now, like, damn, I don't know anyone that sounds like Caducity at all. It seems like a mixture of their own thing that they're able to do. this sort of style of death metal. Like a close thing that comes to mind is like maybe Balsagoth, with like how their sort of song structures are when they have like narration and shit going on with like these different voices coming in and talking to each other over the track, like dialogue. And I just think with like the lyrical concept for this first album, it's like this guy's like just basically learning and gaining all this like power and like initiating himself into like this sort of like power realm or something. And then it's kind of like analogous to how I feel about these two albums. It's like this first one was like just gearing up and gaining all this power and then sort of releasing it.
Then you are the Whirler of Fate. Then you're that dude.
Yeah,
that's great album art too.
Yeah, it's fantastic art. Like I have it up there with like a Pulling Spawn art for me.
Yeah, really it's kind of it's kind of the same concept.
Yeah, and I was just thinking that second album, it's like just so much more. I don't know. There's just something more like, I don't want to say like professional, but it's like the production like steps up, the performances get a lot tighter, and they don't have like that really loud ass snare like they do on the first one, which I like. I wish a lot of the snares in metal bands were at least that high up in the mix, not necessarily that tone. But yeah, so that's how I feel about these two albums. It's like this first one, you know, they're starting off well, kind of getting the kinks out, and then with this second one, I feel like it's their magnum opus. So I definitely want to hear what Fred thinks about that when we come to that album. But
can I just say, I remember thinking and being surprised that it wasn't regular, straightforward death metal, because I kind of picked it up like without hearing anything from it at all on it, right? I picked it up. It was on Shiver Records. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's grab that. It was $8. What do I care? And the album cover being like the dissection of a cell. I'm like, okay, this is probably gonna be like regular gory death metal. But the title's kind of weird. The tracks listing is eccentric. So I don't really know what I'm in for. But I was kind of expecting run-of-the-mill death metal, and that's really not what I got.
yeah, they definitely have a, I guess, like unique tempo and stuff, and it's like, I think you guys heard me talk about this all the time, where like mid-tempo stuff like really doesn't, or mid-pace stuff really doesn't like intrigue me or interest me at all. It's usually I like stuff that's really fast or like dead slow. Mm-hmm. But something in between, it just feels like, you know, not one of those Bolt extremes. Thrower. Yeah. And yeah, it's like a big band that I still haven't learned to appreciate. Just
understandable.
Whenever I listen,
honestly, it's understandable.
But since I'm already making that comparison, I think I might be in the right headspace after listening to this to give them another try.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. But let's get into some tracks here for the first album. Did you guys have any in particular? We'll just do two each. Fredward, your favorite album? Your top 11?
I kind of like all of it, so I'm fine with two each. Just pick whatever ones you like best.
Buttermilk Biscuits.
All right. Well, let's go with 6 and 11. So that's going to be Jimbrea's Enriching Wisdom, Part 3, The Spirits of Crystalline Faith. And we'll be right back. All right, we're back. What do you guys think of that one?
That sucked.
Perfect death metal song, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, go ahead.
I was gonna say what really drew me to this track was the opening, having the drums doing its own beat, and then the riff comes in just with all this like negative space in between, doing like the kind of sort of like chugging riffing. That's what really drew me in, and a lot of their slower death metal riffs. It was just like kind of chorded stuff going on, and I think there was a section where it was coming from like a thrash beat into a blast beat for like four counts, and then it comes right back into like that thrash mid-pace rhythm,
Yeah,
which
that was
is really
pretty cool.
great.
Yeah, it was cool that like they didn't just the rest of the song's fast now. It's like well, you're gonna get the fast part just for a little bit.
Yeah, and what I also really enjoyed is the sort of different vocal approaches happening in the first half of the song. It's just like this higher pitch, kind of more black metal. Then you got this like spoken word, Black Death Reigns here, and then just comes in with like one of my favorite death metal growls in general. Like this guy is a great vocalist. But yeah, Fred, what do you think of that one?
It's a good track. The start to it is so unassuming. I think like it sounds like it's almost going to be a more ambient interlude sort of song, and then it kind of opens up into this far more expansive, reaching kind of track that has a lot of thrash to it, but I also got like kind of bolt thrower vibes out of it as well, which was kind of a weird little juxtaposition. I know there's a lot of thrash in bolt thrower too, but on this particular track, it feels like it kind of catches you off guard.
Yeah, and speaking about like the opening up before it just gets like really death metal-y is they had that chuggy riff, and you can hear the bass just like flopping underneath too, and then it kind of calms down a bit, and then you can hear like the bass doing this like really nice melody underneath that clean part, and then just gets like really like bulldozing. And what I think is interesting about this is like, Dan, do you know if this is in like a higher tuning? It doesn't sound like a death metal tone or tuning to me. It sounds like higher, like thrash. Like you can actually articulate the notes.
Wasn't really paying attention to that. I didn't catch that. It might just be in like D or something, because like it's definitely a bit lower than standard.
Yeah.
But it might be higher than like C.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It's probably in like D.
Yeah, because a lot of the riffs don't really call for that, but then you hear the next album, and they got like such a heavier, deeper tone. Um,
Yeah, the heavy metal's a little bit absent from here. Well, maybe not. Maybe that comes through in like
I mean, right
the
at
like
the end, it was like that was like a thrash heavy metal part.
yeah, yes, the parts that sound more like obituary, like those grooving parts. Because it's interesting. It's like this grooves and it sort of stays grooving, but not in a like slamming way. It kind of it I don't know. It's kind of like memorable the entire way through. These are more memorable riffs rather than say like a building up to something, because it almost seemed like that's what it was doing, but it didn't really build up. It kind of just stayed grooving. Like things changed a little bit, but it more seemed like something you were supposed to retain, like every single part and
Yeah,
remember
Kind
every
of,
single part.
it's kind of like mid-era Gorefest in that sense.
that's what I was thinking during that like really like heavy verse riff that was happening in the second half of the song.
Well, I think I had the wrong idea about this album. Even when it's like when I first heard it, even to now when we just heard the intro to this song, and the way the vocals kind of come in, Fred said it was more assuming like an interlude ambient thing. I was kind of getting like this is going to turn into something like the first Pestilence album, something that's more like tech death thrash.
Yeah,
And that's the way that the album artwork sort of gives off too. I feel like if you see that, that looks like something a like progressive, quote unquote, like '90s death metal band would do. Um, but it doesn't really feel that way at all. I wouldn't say it feels like a progressive death metal album whatsoever. It feels much more atmospheric. I mean, I saw that Demigod is in like the similar artist, and honestly, that makes sense. And Crypt of Kerberos as well, where it's like, yeah, they go fast, but for the most part, those bands are more interested in like mid pace. And I mean, I see where that like the bolt thrower thing comes in. Jubb has said that about both those bands, and I think Terminus has said the exact same thing. But I kind of prefer it when those bands do it, and I kind of prefer it when this band does it. Um, Maybe that's just because these bands are a bit more expansive and like willing to move forward, where Bolt Thrower almost seems to me just kind of boring at,
yeah.
at times. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So yeah, I that's kind of my take on that track.
I agree with a lot of what you said, except for the bolt throw being boring part.
I know. I get. I've gotten pushback for that before, but
Well,
Am I
this,
the only one who
I
thinks
kind
that
I
the
kind of
last...
I kind of like them. I kind of like Bolt Thrower. I like their first album, or I like some of their albums better than others. How about that?
Am I one of the only ones who think that their last album is one of their absolute best?
Which one is the last one?
Those ones loyal.
Is that the one with the soldiers on it?
Like that narrows it down. It's the one.
The one where they're. Oh no, it's not. Okay, I was thinking the one where it looks like they're like in the sunset or whatever.
No,
I
no,
think that was
that's
for
That's
Victory.
for victory. Yeah.
Okay,
No,
yeah.
it's the one with like
Some of the stuff I like. I'm just
it's
not
one
a
with like
huge
the
fan. Like
gold,
I like.
gold plaque of soldiers.
I don't know if I've ever heard this. Maybe I've heard the track before, but I don't know if I've ever actually listened to it.
It is phenomenal.
Okay, okay. You know what's weird? When I initially heard about Bolt Thrower, they were marketed to me as like a grindcore band and not as a death metal band. So I always just assumed they were kind of this like more groovy uh, political grindcore thing rather than like a metal band proper or something.
Well, I don't know if you remember anus.com, but they listed both throw.
No, I never visited that site back then.
Oh man.
I only
So
found
they
it when they
listed
changed deathmetal.org. I had never actually been to anus.org.
Well, they still have all the archival reviews on there.
Oh, they
But
do?
yeah, they do.
I'd actually be interested because I've never checked that site out. Have you, Paul?
no.
Yeah, I know everybody talks about it, but I've never checked it out.
They have all the archival reviews on deathmetal.org,
Mm-hmm.
but the categorizations they had, I don't think are there anymore. And it used to split up the the bands by genre. So you had death metal, black metal, and they were pretty substantive.
Oh, you know what,
sections.
dude? I think they still have that because I've seen those categorizations. Yeah, I think they
Okay.
do. You have to go
they
searching a
had-
little bit, but I think they're there.
Yeah, well, they had Bolt Thrower under grind, and
Right,
that
right.
is a large part of the reason why I didn't check out Bolt Thrower for a remarkably long time.
Yeah, that's
I'm
why
like-
I was kind of thrown off by them. Like I didn't quite understand where they were coming from or like what was even happening with this band. I didn't get it for a long time. I kind of liked it, but I didn't exactly understand.
I mean, now the first two albums I think are just fucking legendary. And I
First
like
album,
everything else
yes,
they've done.
exactly. Those are my favorite. The first two.
Well, the last one is one of my favorites too. Like it's really good. So check that one out if you haven't. The one that came before Honor, Valor, Pride is probably their weakest, I think.
I like War Master too.
Yeah, that was a good one. But the
Fourth Crusade, I thought was okay. I know people like that one.
that was really doomy, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, they got some okay stuff. Here I am with a moldable mind. They're okay. They're alright.
Yeah, Wednesday I'm gonna see you throwing bolts and all this. Yeah.
I'll throw a bolt at you, boy.
Hi-oh.
Right.
Nah, Paul drives my drunk ass home. I can't throw bolts at him.
You throw the piggy thing at me.
I'll just barf on Marco. I'll just put a cigarette on his face.
So let's get into the next song, the 11th one. So fair our fate, so sad our loneliness, perfidious in its divinity. And
Very high-minded.
We'll be right back.
Ravaged by the attacks, have begged thee for entry in our fair city.
Seal my gates and narrow any that may come close to the walls down.
All right, we are back from the second song. Well, the 11th. So our fair fate, our so fair our fate, so sad our loneliness, and perfidious in its divinity.
They're at the gates, my lord.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Fred. It's like sort of like metalcore-ish in a way, where they have that.
Metalcore-ish.
Yeah, where they have like that at the gates sort of riffing in there. Especially in the second album, you'll hear it.
Right. Yeah, I don't really get that here.
Yeah.
This is almost like I don't know. It kind of reminded me of like Blasphemy Made Flesh or something.
Yeah, my kind of thing was like, it sounds like Cataclysm, but if like the lyrical stuff was in a fantasy setting, and it's like a little bit more tame than like Unhinged as they were.
Yeah, well, it's kind of interesting. It's like they're basically doing a slam riff the whole time, but it's going fast. It's blasting and it's like doing the thrash beat, but it's
Yeah.
still jung 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 jung.
Yeah, I kind of like team myself up here. It kind of, I think I put this like in a category just below maybe like 0.5 super death metal or something. Like sort of not in an extreme way, but they're taking like thrash and putting it into like a more death metal structure, and like, you know, taking things from the years prior in death metal as well.
Yeah, like I like the idea here where it's not exactly attempting to be the most extreme, but it is like kind of what you said before. The way the narrative works around the lyrics is really kind of like driving these songs to be one very very cohesive piece. Like this song and the previous song that we heard are very very different, but they work like as the same band.
Yeah.
God, really, this is really interesting stuff. I was like right sort of at the beginning. I was thinking like I brought this point up before on the show where I talk about bands from the '90s and certain ones have this identity where I go, these guys know the secret of death metal, or like this band has like been doing their homework, and they like sort of have perfected what a perfect death metal album is, or like the perfect idea of where all these sounds should go, production wise, riff wise, drum beat wise, and even something like the narrative vocal part.
Yeah, without it being
they kind of perfected all of that while still being completely original.
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna say without being like generic.
No, not at all. Like that's what I really liked about all the '90s bands. Death metal definitely has a sound, and you can hear that, and you know when it's like the good shit. But you can pretty much tell all of them apart. This one, this one's just got. You were right. Like, nobody sounds like this. This is pretty interesting. It's taken ideas that from like bands prior, but just making it your own and making a sort of concept out of it, which is even cooler.
Yeah, and I think they're like way about going with the like concept. A lot of bands, they like either make it feel like you're watching a play, like it's a theater and like acts and stuff.
Yeah.
But like this is like kind of feels more like you're being like read this by like a bard or something. Like you're just
It feels like you're reading a Dragonlance novel.
yeah. Yeah, there's like dragons and shit in this too. Where he's like using its flame. It's funny. But yeah, I think with the next album, again, like with the analogy of the lyrics, this is like how you're mentioning, like having all that sort of knowledge and stuff, just gaining that, and then with this next album, it kind of pushes it into its own sort of like tier, as in like some of my favorite.
It's no
albums.
longer just an old school death metal album.
Yeah, it's something sort of, I don't know. It's kind of like a timeless record for me. It kind of reminds me of that band that we covered, Nexus.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It kind of reminds me of that, like in where the story kind of makes it, I don't know, it takes it a little bit further than just like a regular album or something.
Well, I like this fantasy idea. It feels like these bands were able to do it right. I feel like if a band nowadays, like a modern band, were to try to do a fantasy story, it would just suck.
Yeah.
I don't know why I get that feeling. I don't know. We were talking about this. I can't think of any bands that are really turning my brain on. They're just turning my brain into goop. All the new bands.
And blood incantation not doing it for you?
The styro rot.
Yeah, the styro rot. Yeah.
Well, you gotta.
I want the goods.
Yeah.
I want the good. I don't care what year it's from. It doesn't have to be new. I just want like.
You
I want to consume the good arts.
go to the underground for the gems.
Yeah.
So speaking of which, let's get into the second album, and this is Whirler of Fate. Do you guys have any songs in particular that you'd want to cover?
No, it's your show.
Yeah, it is your show. There was a song I liked that I was listening to earlier. Honestly, I wasn't paying attention to the track listing. I was just listening to it. So yeah, you go for it.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention. Did you guys listen all the way to the end of the last album where it's like the 2 minutes of silence?
I stopped listening after that.
For some reason, there's just like a little kid or something that like makes a noise and then like hits some things on some tables and then it like cuts out. It's like 3 seconds of audio.
No, I didn't hear that. I stopped listening after the silence. I assumed, oh, it's over.
Yeah, this is interesting. But okay, well, let's go ahead and get into the fifth song, The Sprinkling Snarl of My Ravishing Blade. And I think they turned it up a notch from this last record, so be prepared. Alright, we are back from the fifth song. What do you guys think of that one?
I think in every measurable sense, it's an improvement over the first album. The production is better. The songwriting makes more sense. The playing is tighter. The vocals are overall better. But it doesn't feel quite as interesting as the first album. Not saying it's not as good as the first album, but it seems a bit more standard death metal compared to the weirdness of the first one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it kind of reminds me of what like the bands in like the 2000s were sort of doing, but with this whole package, like you were talking about with the production and structures of these songs, it just seems more interesting to me when I compare it to, I don't know, when I'm thinking of like later Cataclysm or something. It is still in that very mid-paced tempo in with like the Cataclysm. Like I think the song's like As I Slither or something that's like very chuggy in this pace, but again I think this is way more interesting in a full package when you hear the songs back to back from the beginning to end. It's like a whole cohesive piece.
Yeah.
And what do you think of it, Dan?
Yeah, same as the last album. This one, like you said, the songs are like one cohesive piece, like each sort of doing their own thing. This is kind of like exactly the song that we heard from the first album for the first sample. It was mainly like a grooving thing. This one didn't really speed up or anything. All this one did was, as far as changes, was like change riffs. And each time they changed riffs, it was like, it almost felt like these transitional parts, but they weren't. Like that was just the riff chugging along.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was very.
This one felt very, very Armored Angel.
Yeah,
I get that too.
That's a good
It's a
comparison.
weird kind of thing because it's not really like it feels very disciplined in a way. Like it's not doing the high flying melodies that Cataclysm would do, and it's not really doing the standard that Bolt Thrower might do. It's adventurous, but they are able to do that with just kind of just chug riffs. I think maybe for this song, I was gonna say the first album might be a little bit more, or the first track compared to this one, because they're kind of the same deal. That one might be a little more interesting in certain ways, but this one, I think the riffs themselves are more. They're a little bit more developed, even though they might not come off as more exciting at first. But I don't know. Maybe they are.
No, the thought process behind this was a lot more intricate, I think. Like they thought this out more than on the first album. Which again, like I was saying, in every measurable sense, seems like this is better. But because it's so well thought out, it's not as, oh, that's kind of weird.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood, but I don't know that it would work if they kind of just did the same thing again, or comparing the two, because before it's like it kind of had to be maybe a little bit experimental just because it's their first album, and this one is I'd like to look at it more as they're two distinct things, and they maybe there's not really a reason to go backwards, at least for the grooving track. We'll see what happens next, but no, I think it's pretty original and cool sounding. And again, it's not like this is one of those death metal bands that's going to be high flying or going to be like slam heavy. It's like the other part. It's kind of just like a song that's heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Not a crazy song, not a like maze-like death metal song, but just a metal song that is heavy. Maybe we can just look at it like that, rather than like having to categorize it. Because yeah, it does have thrash and it does have like death elements. So,
But I like categorizing.
well, I said maybe we don't have to. We could. I don't know.
I'm gonna.
Do what you got to do.
All right, well, let's pit that song against the next one I want to do, which is the 7th song, Beth, the Clairvoyant, the Whirler of Fate. And
Macbeth,
we'll
or what do you say, my lord? Macbeth, your lady Macbeth approaches.
My lord.
It's from Jimmy Neutron.
All right, we're back from Beth, the Clairvoyant, the Whirler of Fate. What'd you guys think of that one?
The weird Slayer start was really like throws you off a lot. You're like,
Yeah,
oh, okay,
it did me too. I'm like, is it fading out?
we're going full Slayer or Mortuary here, okay. And then they're like, no, that's not what we're doing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, strange. It was just like one riff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then what'd you think of the other 3/4?
Oh, the rest, who cares?
The rest, I mostly thought it was pretty interesting. Like,
Yeah.
it didn't really like the last song was the groovier one. This one, in the first album, the second one that you showed us was more of like a thrash, like a faster song. This one was just up a couple notches. Like, it was not as slow. It was a little more. It was kind of just bouncy the entire time, like a true head bobber the entire time.
Yeah,
But
thuggish.
all those grooves were really cool, and everything melodic that they did, they used a palm muted guitar like Verathron, like you said, and some of those ideas there I like so much. I'm going to steal them for my own guitar playing, or at least take inspiration, just like I take inspiration from Mole Man Ron.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very. It's that one was really good. I'd listen to that song a few more times.
Yeah, and what I really enjoy about this band that I kind of only get from them is that they actually hang on to like certain sections for like really long time, like almost like 12, 16 counts of just like a section, like instrumentally, either at the beginning or the end of the song, and sometimes in the middle they'll have sections like that, and it kind of reminds me of like even like Metallica or something, where they have like intros and outro instrumental sections, like the lyrics are all done, and then they just kind of like towards the end where they're like changing up the drum beat every 4 repetitions of that sort of like Verathron type riff.
Yeah, these are legit songs, not just death metal compositions
Yeah, like there's like a kind of
or
like,
amateurish attempts. You know what I mean?
yeah, and about halfway through the song, there's like this like abrupt change of like very like probably the most death metal-y chromatic like single string riffing that they have in here, and then the tail end is like really bluesy, and it just kind of it makes the riff land in like a interesting way rather than being kind of chaotic, and like the whole way through it kind of loops around in a nice way when the tail end is something bluesy like that, I think.
It's very subtly melodic. Like,
Yeah, it's not like there's hardly any spots where there's like lead guitar.
No, there's not really much lead guitar at all. But like we said, that palm muted thing is like that comes in quite a bit, but it's sort of hidden, so it doesn't really come off as this is a melodic death metal band. It almost doesn't come off as a death metal band. It almost comes off like it's weird because like there are certain bands that do the Argoslent thing, which is basically like heavy metal with like death metal undertones. This does that, but this doesn't go as adventure. Like, it is adventurous, but like Argoslent, they change tempo a lot.
Yeah.
Where this band kind of sticks to the same tempo, and like they experiment with the riffing in basically the same like line of structure. They don't veer off at all, but they are, it's still it's still adventurous in its own right, I guess. It's kind of interesting, really weird. Yeah, you're right. Nobody sounds like this. This is very quite it makes me think.
Yeah,
this is really interesting guitar playing. It's not necessarily difficult, but
Yeah, like
it
the whole
does
way,
take some creativity.
like the whole way through, we're like naming bands that's like probably the influence for like the riffing, but the way that they have their sort of like stamp on it makes it sort of interesting in their own way, and the way that they structure these things. Like in that first song that we sampled from this album, there was a section that reminded me of what's it called? I think it's "Purging the Fires of War" from Argosland. Where he's like, "Oh, their towers burn, burn." And then in that first song that we heard from this album, there's like a part exactly like that. Cymbal hits ringing out with the guitar chords, and he's I think he's just growling "Perish Now."
Yeah.
So it's interesting. Even like on a structural level, they're doing this in like '97.
Yeah, earlier than the Argosland album.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, not everything has to be Argosland, but I mean that's like the band who does this, who people can kind of compare it to, because I mean, there's not much else to really like bring that idea home. It's like heavy metal, death metal. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. But do you guys have any final thoughts about these records?
I I'm just glad they're kind of getting. I don't know if I want to say the attention they deserve, because they're still not quite.
Yeah, where?
Phil Tukas
Well,
uploaded it. That guy's famous.
And they've gotten reissued, right? Like their shit's been it's come back out. The first album, at least I know, was reissued. I'm not sure about the second. Hang on, let me have a look. It hasn't. So the second one not as much, but the first one did get reissued,
Damn.
which is nice. But
Another Bunsen burner reissue.
Blah blah
Right.
blah.
I've they're on Instagram. You can contact them.
Okay.
Done.
I've spent a lot of time with the first album. I do like the second album. I don't find it to be quite as creative as the first, but that's not to say there's anything wrong with the second album. The first one just stuck with me a lot more, and I love it. I think they're a fantastic band.
Yeah, after hearing this song, I don't know. I think I like the second album better. I'll say that. And as far as like people knowing this band, it almost seems like this is just one of a collector thing. Like this is something somebody would post on Instagram and go, "Caducity, Whirler of Fate, 1997, Belgium." It's like, okay, well, you got anything to say, or is it just an album? It's just an album. I don't think this is just an album or just a band. I think it deserves to be talked about a bit in a serious way, not just collector slop. You know,
Worship.
that's why I appreciate what Fred does. He actually does like write ups and like listens to it, and it has some meaning to it, not just ba 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 ba.
Yeah,
Okay.
The Discogs like fucking copy paste.
Yeah, the Discogs copy paste. It's like you're telling me nothing. You're giving me no real soul or emotion. What are you, a robot? Yeah. So this is extremely cool. Yeah, this is good shit. This is on my list of something I'm going to now listen to even more. It's look, once we cover stuff on the show, it becomes a classic. So, and it's sort of always there in my mind once we do that. So, good thing we have Caducity now on the show, because they've been on my radar for a very long time, but I very rarely came back to them and didn't really appreciate as much as I should have. So, yeah, I like it.
Cool. I guess I'll say it again with this band. I just really enjoyed their first album, but I think sort of like the concept, it's like, you know, getting all this knowledge, blah blah blah, and then kind of living with it and those like consequences. And it's like this album is, I think, the real story. The last one was sort of like a setup for this, and I think even musically it's the same, because they did get better and a little bit more like modernized in like performance and production,
Mhm.
and also their writing chops and their structuring of these songs just got more mature. Where I don't know, there's something about like bands where if they're like really technical, I kind of like hearing that sort of like human aesthetic to it. Like, oh, these are like guys playing this, this music versus like with sort of mystical and otherworldly death metal bands like this album here in particular. It kind of feels like I'm like removed from like the human creation of this, and it's like kind of just art on its own, speaking for itself.
Understood. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, like it like obviously it was the members of this band that put this together, but there's something like kind of timeless and like
Something beyond the personal.
yeah, exactly. It's just like a piece of art,
Yeah, yeah.
and
That's how you know it's good, when you can fully separate and you don't even think about guys playing this.
yeah, it's just you're kind of hearing kind of
You're,
like just
you're hearing what was meant to be.
yeah, it's like no, it's just like a whole piece.
Yes.
So I happen to have, I know it's probably should have brought this up earlier, but I have the first album has a whole bunch of
Fred, I was fucking cooking.
lyrics in it. Yeah, I know you're gonna deal with it. But there's an explanation of the lyrics in the booklet, which is kind of cool.
Here
I
we
don't know
go.
if they do that in the second album. Did they do that there as well?
I have to pull it up.
It's kind of cool that they kind of go over it. I've also got this compilation from Shiver Records. Sometimes Death is Better, and they go into a bit more detail there on the one song that they have, which is the third track, Presodimium. And he's going on about how these lyrics aren't as good as what are out in the demos, but I guess we're here anyways.
Yeah, they do have a write up of it. It's like the introduction to the album.
No, it's cool that they do that so you can get a better idea of what it's all about.
Well, yeah, because they took it serious,
Yeah,
and it's like you could tell that this like meant something. It had substance.
yeah,
Still does.
yeah. It's
True.
long. I'm not gonna read it out here, but I'm pretty sure you can pull it up on Discogs and see the text of it on there. So go check it out. It gives you a better idea of it.
Yep, and stop listening to whatever you're listening to and check out those albums.
True.
Buy Worms.